We know the psalmist in Psalm 71 calls God his refuge and his fortress, where he hides from this world. But does this world see us depending on the Lord? Good morning. This is Pastor Ernie Lewis of the Blue Point Church in Sisney, Illinois, with your thoughts for Thursday. You know, it is one thing to run to God for protection, making him our refuge and our fortress when we face the enemy or when we face struggles here below. But we're simply hiding in that refuge where no one else perhaps sees our faith. Have we been clear about our dependence on the Lord in those trying times? Psalm 71, verse 7, he says, I have become as a wonder to many, but you are my strong refuge. Let my mouth be filled with your praise and with your glory all the day. You know, there are differing thoughts on what it means for the psalmist to be a wonder to many. The ESV uses the word portent or sign, an omen, or even a marvel. As others watched the life of the psalmist and saw him go through great difficulties or even great victories over his enemies, what did they see? I mean, when David defeated Goliath, even though he gave all the glory to God, the people applauded him as he marched through the streets, and they said he was the greatest warrior. David has killed his 10,000s, they said. When people look at our life, whether it is our struggles or when they see our victories that we've successfully recorded in life, to what do they attribute those victories and abilities to overcome? Will they say, man, that's such a strong person to be able to withstand those trials? Or even saying things like, he's so invincible, seems like there's this shield on his chest. Well, the psalmist makes it very clear in this verse, but you are my strong refuge. He was able to say in his testimony here, it is not all about me, it's all about the Lord and what he has done in my life. He even prays this prayer, let my mouth be filled with your praises. You know, if I'm going to run to God as a shelter, as a refuge, and he's going to deliver me from dangers and obstacles and enemies, I need to acknowledge his deliverance. One of the signs of ungodliness in Romans chapter 1 is that the people did not recognize God for who he was, and they were unthankful. If my life is going to be a wonder or a sign of God's work, I must thank him. The psalmist says, my mouth will be filled with your praise and with your glory all the day long. We must not forget what God has done for us. This week, or even today, when we need God to be our refuge and our fortress, let's make sure that others know where we're running to get our strength and our deliverance. Let our mouth be filled with his praises for being that refuge where we can run and hide.